This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This head coach just doesn't know what he's doing. In 2 of his seasons thus far, they've won in spite of him. And now they can't win in spite of him. They just don't have enough talent. All right, let's just review Kevin O'Connell's post-game press conference here. I'm guessing he'll say he needs to do better. It's all on me. I didn't have us ready to go. We'll do better next time. And Carson Wentz is a warrior, and Harrison Smith is going to a nursing home. Let's see what he says.
Get you the injury update here in a second, but nothing much to say. We got outplayed.
Nothing much to say.
We got outcoached. We did not. There are no
got
excuses.
outcoached. Happens every week.
Injuries, short week, whatever it is, that is not in any way, shape, or form our standard of what we want to.
You look a lot like
field.
how you look when you don't have a short week.
We've got every player, and it starts with me. I did not have our team prepared to play, and we'll go back to many aspects of what we need to improve on.
This could very well be the stupidest person on the face of the earth.
From a standpoint, in many ways, shape, or form, on initial feel, it feels like a lot of technique, fundamentals, things that are correctable.
Technique and fundamentals. These guys are professionals, right?
I believe in every opportunity we have, we're going to go out there and put our best foot forward, both on the practice field and every opportunity we have as a team.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I think we'll be able to get healthy in some spots here that are critical for our ability to have success. But once again, injuries and any other excuse, if you go looking for them, you'll find them. We will not be doing that. We're going to meet this head on as an organization, and that's what we're going to do.
We have sort of a problem here.
Execute. Our quick game at times was
do they practice?
More difficult than it should be, in some of those ball out plays. Trying to, avoid, certain. I would have liked to get more runs off, but it's a circumstance where you're also trying to make sure you're not walking yourself right into.
Well, I don't know. I can't watch this.
The need to try to get eligibles out and also
he
protect
just
on both
sucks
edges.
as a coach.
So
Brian Flores sucks as a defensive coordinator. They just get out coached every week, and you can only blame Carson Wentz so much. If he's the quarterback whisperer, why hasn't he whispered to Carson Wentz, don't miss Aaron Jones by 5 yards on a quick dump off on the first play of the game? Maybe he should whisper that. Maybe whisper to Brian Flores, hey, don't play 10 yards off the receivers on 3rd and 9 at the end of the game when you're close and you need a stop. Maybe he should whisper that. I'm just tired of, as Jerry O'Connell said, we got out-coached. They get out-coached every week. I don't know how they ever win. Well, they won that Bengals game because Isaiah Rodgers just was had the game of the century. And then other than that, they've played pretty lousy in every game and somehow won 2 of those games where they played really lousy. Really, at no point have they been a well-prepared team.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
They've never, I go back, I think it was the Packers and the Cowboys played till a tie a few weeks ago. And it was this back and forth game, and it just kept going back and forth and ended in a tie. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, was it each team got a field goal in overtime? I don't even remember exactly, but it was just one of those games where each offense just kept scoring. And on one level, it's like, well, it'd be nice if somebody could play defense. But on another level, it's like, well, these offenses are able to keep driving down the field and scoring drive after drive after drive. Because they got players who can make plays, and they got a good coach who can call the right plays in the right time. When have we ever had that with Kevin O'Connell? We don't. We could never play in a game like that, whether we have Carson Wentz or Sam Darnold or whoever. Even last year with Sam Darnold, it was like, a lot of the time it was just him pulling a play out of his rear end to put us ahead. I think Kevin O'Connell kind of sucks. I'm just tired of the horrible play, like the play call. Even if Carson Wentz completes that first pass, that dump off to Aaron Jones, it's like, what a garbage call. Like Aaron Jones, Mr. Glass Joe, has been out for like 6 weeks. He comes back and immediately just going to give him this dump off pass that's probably going to get 1 yard if he catches it. And then, as you knew it would be, after that pass is incomplete, you got the script. The next play, of course, is to run Aaron Jones straight up the frickin' middle into a brick wall and get nothing. And then I believe they picked up the 3rd and 10 when Wentz was getting hit and managed to somehow get it, floating out to Jefferson. But I can't watch this Kevin O'Connell crap anymore. It's just so bad. We got out-coached. Yeah, you sure did. You're soft. You're soft. Your offensive line is soft. You're mentally soft. Your outside the red zone Hall of Famer Justin Jefferson is mentally soft. Harrison Smith is freaking slower than Jabba the Hutt. And Brian Flores, what am I missing here? I thought the Vikings brought in all this talent on offensive line and all this talent on the defense. I just thought they did, but they definitely didn't. And there's all this optimism going into this year, like, oh, they brought in all these players, and they're just, if J.J. McCarthy could just play well, then they'll be really good. It's like, no, like if J.J. McCarthy was playing well, this team would be bad, right? Like this team is bad. And it's not all talent. Some of it is, but most of it is just, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. This head coach just doesn't know what he's doing. And talent can overcome this. Sometimes. That's what's happened at times. Talent has overcome his bad coaching. And, I was talking to a former Viking one time who may have played center under Denny Green and Brad Childress. And I was like, well, how did the Vikings almost go to the Super Bowl with Brad Childress as the coach? And he said, well, the team was so good, they were just winning in spite of him. And I would say that's what's happened with Kevin O'Connell. In 2 of his seasons thus far, they've won in spite of him. And now they can't win in spite of him. They just don't have enough talent to overcome how bad he is. So, buckle up. And if they're going to throw J.J. McCarthy back out there, well, you better put a lot of padding on him, because he's not going to last very long.